Well, as promised, I am back with another Biff Bang Pow Lost Figure review. This time, I have Series 2 Hurley Reyes in his Oceanic 6 outfit. So I'll just quickly go over the packaging. You got here his name, Hurley Reyes, which I kind of have a problem with. It should have been either Hugo Reyes or Hurley, or Hugo Hurley Reyes, but oh well, it's not that big of a difference. But then he has here the Oceanic 6. I guess they could have just called him like Santa Rosa Hurley, because that's the mental institution and that's what he wore here, but whatever. This is, as I said before, Series 2. The other figures: Ben, Kate, Block, Hurley, Jacob, Man in Black. Now, I've reviewed everyone so far except Hurley and Locke. I'm obviously doing Hurley right now, and Locke is for another date. Somewhere over the Pacific Ocean, a plane crashes on a seemingly deserted island. 48 survivors with little hope of rescue. The passengers of the ill-fated Oceanic Airlines Flight 815 didn't know it, but they would be tested to their absolute limits. Each boarded the plane with the hope of somehow escaping their troubled lives, only to find themselves in a strange place beyond their wildest imaginations. Stranded in the middle of nowhere, these strangers have to find some way to live together or surely die alone. Once I open the figure up, I will be able to show you what what's on the actual card, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so we have here little cityscape here, which means this is not taking place on the island. You have the Oceanic logo there. You have a group of people standing there. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So I'm guessing that is the Oceanic 6. Obviously you could see Hurley there. I'm guessing that one is Saeed. That's probably Jack. That is maybe, yeah, that's Kate holding Aaron. And that's Son over there. And just like all the figures so far, I have opened up the packaging in a way that I could just put the figure back in very easily. Alright, so I have gotten Hurley out of his packaging, and again, he is a great made figure. This is the figure that I was looking forward to the least in the wave, but considering that all the figures are great, including Hurley, that's really not a bad thing. Alright, so as usual, I will start with the head. This is a good likeness of Jorge Garcia. It's not the best. I think he's probably one of the likenesses that's a little harder to get, because the McFarlane line didn't quite get his likeness down as well, but it's a very good attempt. Here's just a comparison. There's the McFarlane figure. Hold on. The McFarlane figure is a little bit more detailed, but I think it looks absolutely nothing like the actor. And in fact, I think the Biff Bang Pow one looks a little bit more like him. Although, if I did have one complaint with the facial sculpt, it's that Hurley is not smiling. Hurley looks pretty depressed, which makes sense since he's in the mental institution, but that's kind of Hurley's character, and I think it's kind of a missed opportunity that they didn't give him a grin, a smile, something like that. So just like all the other male figures, he indeed has stubble. You can see here. This one is possibly the best done out of all the figures, because it just looks really cool. Yeah. Really very cool. I think his nose is actually a bit too pointy. Kind of looks like a bird nose. It's kind of weird. And like I said, he's just very depressed looking, and that's not really what I think of when I think of Hurley. So, yeah, that's really the only bad thing about the sadness and the nose are really the only bad thing about this face. They've replicated the character's hair quite well, also. It does look a bit weird because it's kind of above his shoulders, and it's kind of just like hanging there. But I think they did a very good job at replicating the look of his hair. Yeah, I think it looks really fantastic. Alright, now, onto the costume. Oh boy, the costume. So, just like Ben, Hurley was given a costume that was less than desirable for the character. I mean, yeah, just like Ben, this is a more eye-catching costume, and it doesn't really make sense that they'd release this. As much as I don't like the McFarlane figures, I have to say that their Hurley is a bit better because he's just wearing a very recognizable Hurley costume, which is just the green shirt and the kind of long black pants. But it's not that big a deal because I kind of like these figures because they're just fun, and Hurley is a very fun-looking figure. So, he is wearing a red robe that has some gold stuff around it. It goes down to his knees about. It's very nice. I really like the feel of it. The fabric that they used is very nice. Like I said, it's got some silvery gold kind of details on it. Very nice. It is very accurate to the show. This is how he looks, and in that respect, it's really cool. The robe is very easy to take off. You just slide it right off, and you are left with a somewhat normal-looking Hurley, which is pretty cool. Really, the only thing that's not normal about him now is his pants and the socks and slippers. But alright, so if you haven't noticed, the figure is quite large. So to replicate his kind of girth on the show, they put a kind of like a little pillow underneath the shirt, and it fattens him up a bit. But underneath, I believe he is using just a regular kind of Mego body. I'll probably actually display him this way because I like the blue shirt, and like I said, it makes him look a little bit normal, but on the back here, there's like a little opening here, which is quite weird. Alright, so Hurley is wearing these funky looking pants. They've got this cool kind of design on them, kind of pinkish purple lines and whites and stripes, and very funky looking. They're kind of like pajama bottoms, which makes sense for the institution. I'm not sure if he wore these particular pants on the show, but yeah, they're pretty interesting. Alright, so his feet, he is wearing these slippers that have socks underneath, and you can in fact take the slippers off. Here are the slippers taken off. They slide off really, really easily. And they're quite detailed. Where'd they go? They're there. Now, the socks are done just so that they just painted the feet white, just to kind of replicate the look of socks. Alright, so for the articulation, the head moves all the way around very nicely. The arms, again, move up. Very, very fine. Bend like that. Arms can go like that. Can rotate. The waist has a little bit of movement. Legs go up, legs bend, and feet also move. Alright, so overall thoughts of Hurley. Hurley is a very good figure, a good sculpt. I do like the outfit, even though it's not, not the most recognizable Hurley outfit. He has good articulation. He has a good look about him. I like the way that they made him fatter. Yeah, Hurley is a very good figure, although he is the weakest out of all the Wave 1 figures. Although they are all great, including Hurley. Hurley just happens to be I don't want to say the worst, because he's not bad in any way. he's just not the best. I'll just leave it like that. Even though he is great, they're all great, he is the least great. Alright, so anyway, thanks for watching. I would definitely recommend picking this figure up if you're a Lost fan. And stay tuned tomorrow for my review of Locke. And then I'll probably do a video about my thoughts on the entire wave. So, see ya.